Hi Claire, it's fantastic to be chatting to you today about apprenticeships. Perhaps you could tell me a little bit about what a modern day apprenticeship really looks like.
Yes, well, a modern day apprenticeship is basically a training program which would encompass your day to day work environment with some study. It can be either a classroom based or the learning can be on the job as part of your day to day role. So it encompasses both things. And again, they're really sort of for anyone over the age of 16. And yeah, that's really the basics of it. I think it's invaluable for both employers and employees because the employee has taken a job role in that thing, in that industry, like say for Toyota Lexus because they've got an interest. So I think rather than just doing a purely academic route, which doesn't suit everyone, that I think to have a nice blend and a nice balance of both things. And it's not just all book study, sitting with the head in a book all the time, and it's using people skills. It's a lot more sort of vibrant and interesting, I think, a way of to study.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Sian, obviously we're delighted at Rutledge to be partnering with Toyota Lexus yourselves with apprenticeships. And it's just, why are they so important to Toyota Lexus?
So apprenticeships are absolutely vital for Toyota and Lexus. That's a key route in. But what I'd say is that we're now seeing a different range of skills that are needed. So we're beginning to offer a broader range of apprenticeships in vital sort of modern retail working, for example, retail, customer service, marketing and IT and data, areas like that. So, these are areas that will enable our network, our centres and dealerships to actually grow in a future focused way, aligning all these different skill sets. I mean, they're absolutely vital. They're entry routes for our new talent, and we are reaching out to a much broader range of talent now. However, they're also fantastic routes to upskill, of course, your existing employees in any area. So yeah, they are the future, really, I think, apprenticeships.
Yeah, and it sounds as well like there's just so much there on, being offered. It's nearly there's going to be something for you depending on your skill set and what your interests are. There's such a wide range there,
there's a great
which is
range.
great.
There's a great range, and we're partnering with so many different providers now to deliver these. Right across the UK and Northern Ireland. And what I'd say is that, you can start something, you can try it, you can see if it's for you. You'll essentially start a career with Toyota and Lexus if you take on one of these apprenticeships, and we will support you and nurture you as you move on up. But they're a great entry level route.
Yeah, no, it just sounds fabulous.
Yeah, no,
great
they're great
opportunity.
opportunities. They
Yeah,
really are.
yeah. So Sian, let's talk about some of the programs then that are available at Toyota Lexus. What sort of, if I was sort of, interested in taking an apprenticeship, it's just sort of what would be on offer. What different routes are there?
If you're perhaps interested in becoming a mechanic or a technician, that's perhaps your traditional apprenticeship route. That's something that we will offer. We've also got apprenticeships in areas like marketing, social media, IT, data. More and more data coming out of cars, of course, more and more data in the systems that tell us what our customers need.
And it's not even something you would naturally really think about, is
No,
it?
absolutely.
The IT coming from from car data, but because of the way the technology is.
There's a lot of data coming out of cars now, and a lot of data in your customer systems, and being able to analyse that and being able to present the kind of key messages from that data is something that not everybody can do. So, take a data apprenticeship and learn about how to analyse data and how to generate the kind of key insights from that. It's just a fantastic opportunity. If I could do an apprenticeship now, I think that's one that I might choose.
It does sound great, because if you imagine if you're maybe somebody who's quite IT and into things like that, but you've also an interest in cars, it just sounds like a wee marriage made in heaven for you, for studying. And it's maybe, in terms of these apprenticeships are probably so good because they're very, they wrap around you in your job, rather than sort of going into maybe a university setting where you're just incurring all of those costs and maybe not getting the specifics that the car manufacturer, like yourselves would provide.
You're absolutely right. They're great alternatives to university if you are interested in the automotive industry. They're fantastic opportunities. And you will be wrapped around. I think that was how you described it. You'll have the support given to you to progress your career. As an apprentice, you'll work with a skills coach, depending on which partner you're with. You'll be learning and bringing that learning back into the working environment to improve a process or inform your team about something that, could be done in a better way. It's more than just what you're learning yourself. It's what you're bringing back to the business, and how you're kind of almost creating a bit of a culture of apprenticeship.
Yes.
Reverse mentoring, as we call it, as well.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So, Sian, anybody who's watching and listening, what should they do next? What's the next step?
I would say, if you're interested in becoming an apprentice with Toyota and Lexus, either in Northern Ireland or across on the mainland, attend an event like this. We run them often. Get in touch with us. We've got a job board. You can get in touch with us via our job board, Toyota Lexus Careers. But more to the point, do your research, have a think about, the type of role that you might be interested in. Is it mechanical? Is it something more front of house? Are you into sales? Or do you want to work with people? Have a think about the kind of area that you might like to work in, and decide whether an apprenticeship is for you. Are you at that stage in your life where you think you either want to be upskilled, or you want to make a decision as to whether you want to do university or do an apprenticeship? Talk to people who can help you. Talk to your careers advisors at school or at college, and absolutely check websites, do your research. There are plenty of fantastic websites out there that will guide you on apprenticeships versus university, and just consider it, because it is an excellent alternative, and we will support you right through your career. So it's a great place to start.
Yeah, I mean, that does sound very, really great. That should definitely recommend it.
Thanks very much.